Welcome everyone for today's webinar about the home savings plan. Let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Patrick Malje. I'm one of the founders of TaxX, the website that exists since 2018 and that allows everyone to do their tax return on their own online. So on the bottom left of the screen, you see a QR code. You can scan that QR code and schedule an appointment for an analysis of your tax optimization potential. Basically, we are calling you back, and in a phone call of 10-15 minutes, we can check how you could optimize your tax situation in Luxembourg. So all the webinars we had over the last weeks were about deducting various expenses on your tax return, and basically this allows you to save on taxes, and how much you can save is based on your revenues. So what amount of taxes could you save? Basically, it depends on your income. So a few examples: if, for example, you are a single and you have a gross monthly salary of 3,000 euros, then your tax gain is approximately 26%. If you have a gross monthly salary of 5K, then you can save approximately 42% of taxes. And if you earn a 10K per month, then your tax gain is approximately 43%. What does it mean? But basically, it means that if you deduct 1,000 euros on your tax return, then you could save 430 euros if you are earning a gross salary of 10K a month. So what are different options you have? Basically, in the category special expenses, you can deduct different expenses, like, for example, interest expenses on loans, insurance premiums, private pension plan premiums, and also home savings plan contributions. On the other hand, you also have the possibility to deduct, for example, childcare expenses you have, for example, for the crèche or the maison relais. And you have different possibilities of extraordinary expenses. We talked about those possibilities in the last webinars. You can find them on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. And basically, the first webinar we had in October was an overview about the different possibilities you have to reduce your tax burden. A second webinar was about preparing your retirement and saving taxes thanks to a private pension plan. And last week's webinar was about protecting your family with life insurance, complementary health insurance, and also reduce your tax burden. And today we are talking about the home savings plan. Basically, a home savings plan is quite like a savings account. It's without any risk, and you will also get an interest rate on the amount you have invested. The goals, there are a few. Main goal, of course, is to take advantage of tax benefits. Another goal is to accumulate capital to finance the construction or the acquisition of a new home, or to renovate the home where you are living right now. And third possibility would be to pay back on an existing mortgage. And there's also the possibility with a home savings plan to have or to get at the end of the contract a new loan with an advantageous interest rate. So thanks to a home savings plan, you can save on taxes. Like on every special expenses category, you have a maximum deductible limit on your tax return, which basically depends on the members living in your household and your age. So, for example, it's a 672 euros maximum that you can deduct per person in the household, kids included. And if you are between 18 and 14 years old, in that case, you can also double that maximum deductible amount. So, for example, a couple, 40 years and 38 years with 2 kids could deduct 5,376 euros. And if they have a taxable income of approximately 100K, then they could save 2,243 euros in taxes. A few more examples. If you are single, 30 years old, with a monthly gross salary of 5K, then you can deduct 2 times 672 euros because you are younger than 41 years. So you can deduct 1,344 euros, and your tax gain would be 560. A single of 45 years, so older than 40 years old, can deduct 1 times 672 euros and save approximately 280 euros in taxes. And a couple, one 30 years old and one 45 years old with three kids, could deduct 5 times 672 euros times 2, because basically one of the two parents here is younger than 41 years. So the maximum deductible limit will be doubled, and their tax gains would be 2,802 euros. Another example, if for a couple both older than 41 years with 3 kids, they can deduct 5 times 672, so 3,360 euros, and their tax gain would be 1,401 euro per year. So as you have seen, the maximum deductible limits depends basically on your family situation and on your age. If you want to know how much you could deduct in your situation, you can schedule an appointment. We will give you a call, and in 10-15 minutes we can make an analysis together about your personal situation. So how much will you get at the end of the contract? There also an example. If you are a family with 2 kids, and if you invest 448 euros per month, then after 10 years, you will get approximately 53,800 euros out of that contract. And out of that contract, there has been 22,400 euros that you reduced in taxes over those 10 years. So basically, you can say that out of the 53,800 euros you are getting at the end of the contract, the Luxembourgish state offered you 22,400 euros thanks to tax gains. Another example for a single investing 112 euros per month, he will get around 13,400 euros at the end of the contract, and over 10 years, he would have saved approximately 5,600 euros in taxes. Basically, there are 2 specific conditions for a home savings plan. One condition is that the minimum duration is 10 years, so the contract will run for 10 years minimum. And another condition is related to the use of the funds. So at the end of the contract, you have to use that money for your own residence. So you can use it to buy a new home, or land where you want to put a new home on it. And you can also use it for renovation or transformation of your actual home, or you can use it to reimburse basically a real estate loan that could be running at that moment. And this allows you to reduce your monthly redemptions on that real estate loan. So there are different consequences if you don't comply with those conditions. A few examples. If, for example, you have respected the minimum duration of 10 years, but not respected the condition related to the use of the funds. So if, for example, you use those funds to buy a car, then you have no longer the possibility to deduct home savings plans in the future on your Luxembourgish tax return. If you are not respecting the minimum duration, but you have respected the conditions related to the use of the funds, at that moment, tax administration can ask for a rectification of your taxation for the previous years, basically, where you deducted the tax home savings plan, and you could have to reimburse the tax savings you got over the last years. If you don't respect both conditions, in that case, there will be a possible rectification of your taxation of previous years, and in the future, you don't have any longer the possibility to deduct a home savings plan on your Luxembourgish tax return. So at the end of the contract, after 10 years, for example, when you're getting the capital, there will be no taxation on those funds. So basically, they are tax free. You don't need to mention them on your tax return. Of course, as an expert, you can also subscribe to a Luxembourgish home savings plan. That could also make sense if you have just arrived here in Luxembourg. But of course, there's no condition about nationality or anything else that applies. So we talked about the maximum deductible limit. You don't need to go up to that maximum deductible limit. So you are free to decide how much you want to contribute in a home savings plan. And also important from a tax point of view, there's no point in exceeding the maximum deductible amount, because you won't get any tax gains on a deduction that is over the maximum deductible limit that applies in your personal situation. There is a possibility to link a mortgage loan to a home savings plan. So if you finance your home purchase through that model, so basically on one hand you can deduct the payments you are doing into the home savings plan, but also you can deduct the interests paying on the mortgage from that bank. So best that you could do would be to contact At Home Finance. They are the leading mortgage brokers here in Luxembourg, and they can tell you exactly what would be the best plan in your situation to buy a home here in Luxembourg. With a home saving plan, there's another advantage. Basically, you can take advantage of a state guarantee to get a home loan. So if you can prove that you pay the minimum of 290 euros per year for at least 3 years, then the Luxembourg state can give you a bank guarantee, basically, to a part of your home loan. There also, At Home Finance can help you with that. And if you have more information, don't hesitate to contact them or to contact us. How can you sign up for a home savings plan? But the main question you should ask yourself is, how much should I invest per month? This depends, of course, on your financial capacity to do so, and also on the maximum deductible limit. We are working with Wüstenrot, and we can prepare a contract for you if interested in a home savings plan. Best would be to to schedule an appointment for a call, and we can go through your situation and tell together how much you should invest, what makes sense, and we can help you to subscribe to that contract and to save taxes in the future. Why to sign up for a home savings plan now? It's never too early to prepare for your future and to take advantage of tax savings that are based on your personal situation. And if you want to know how much taxes you can save in your personal situation, there are a few possibilities. One would be to do your tax return on taxx.lu at the end of the process. So when you are downloading your tax return ready to be filed at the tax administration, we will provide you automatically with an analysis of your tax optimization potential. So you see exactly how much you could deduct on your tax return, and we can tell you exactly how much taxes you can save in your personal situation. Another possibility, if you have done your tax return on PDF, there we have the website taxx.lu/simulator, where you can upload your PDF with your tax return, and after a few seconds, our system can do an analysis about how to optimize your tax situation in your situation, and you can contact us to get more information. Another possibility would be to schedule a call for personalized analysis. Just scan the QR code, choose a date and an hour you would like to be contacted. We are giving you a call. We are going through your situations, This will take approximately 10 to 15 minutes, and we can help you to save taxes on the future. If you have questions regarding your tax return or tax optimization, you can also send us an email on help@taxx.lu, and we would be happy to help you. Thanks a lot for your attention. Have a nice weekend, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. Bye-bye.